Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart.
Good morning, one and all. I, Gloria Daniel, Student Manager at Balaji Institute of Technology and Management.
And I, Student Manager Atharva Vankade at Balaji Institute of Technology and Management.
We both have got the opportunity to become the
Masters of Ceremony for today's event. We would like to welcome you all to Eminent Guest Lecture Series. Our guest today is Mr. Kedar Taskar sir, who is Managing Director at Forasia Clean Mobility India. He is a remarkable individual who made an impact through his journey. It is indeed an honor to have a true corporate leader and a visionary.
May now I request our Student Manager Ishtita Dubey and Avinash to welcome our guest of honor. As we begin this event, we'd like to express our heartfelt greetings to our Chancellor, Professor Paramanandan Balasubramanian Sir, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G.K. Shirude Sir, and to the entire academic community, including directors, deputy directors, deans, registrar, faculty members, and student managers. Sri Balaji University, Pune is built on a strong foundation of three core values: discipline, dedication, and determination. These values shape our approach to education, focusing on practical training and nurturing the overall growth of our students.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to introduce Balaji University Pune's esteemed constituent institutes, which comprise Balaji Institute of Modern Management (BIMM), Balaji Institute of Technology and Management (BITM), Balaji Institute of International Business (BIIB), Balaji Institute of Management and Human Resource Development (BIM HRD), Balaji School of Arts and Sciences, Balaji School of Law. These esteemed institutions have consistently fostered a culture of excellence, producing outstanding student managers who have left an indelible mark in their fields. We are delighted to recognize the significant role these institutes play in shaping the careers and futures of our students.
On this gracious occasion, we fondly remember our founder, late Professor Dr. Colonel A. Balasubramanian Sir, for his vision to impart quality education to the youth of our country.
May I request our student manager, Vedantika Deshmukh, to introduce our guest.
Thank you, Athar. Good morning, everyone. I am Vedantika Deshmukh, Student Manager at Balaji Institute of Technology and Management, Sri Balaji University, Pune. I feel honored to introduce our distinguished guest for today, Mr. Kedar Taskar Sir, Managing Director of Forasia Clean Mobility India. With over 15 years of experience in the automotive industry, Mr. Taskar has played a pivotal role in driving innovation and sustainability at Forasia, a global leader in automotive technologies. Starting his journey in purchasing, he steadily rose through leadership positions, overseeing plant operations, and now leading the company's India operations. Mr. Taskar holds a BE in Engineering from Kusrowadia Institute of Technology and PGDBM from Wellington Institute of Management. He has notable expertise in general management, sales, and program management. Mr. Taskar also emphasizes sustainability, occupational safety, ensuring zero fatalities, strong supplier partnerships, and social responsibility through educational and environmental initiatives. We are truly fortunate to welcome such a visionary leader today. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Taskar sir as he shares his valuable insights with us today. Sir, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
No, no, this is okay. But slide changer is there, no? Good morning, all. I want to see whether you are really excited today morning. Huh? Really? Yes? So, okay. Good morning and thank you once again for having me over here. So, and also thank you Balaji University for calling me. I think this is my 4th time I am here, and each time I am super excited. So I was already telling professor right now that I was always going in block A, but not in block B. So this is my first one in block B, and I am very excited to have UG as well as PG students together in this auditorium. So without taking much time, what I will tell you briefly today is a little bit of our company, where I am come from. At the same time, I will touch upon one very important topic which is close to our heart. You know, everybody, mobility. Mobility, and in terms of mobility, automotive, right? Everybody. So how do you move every day from one place to another one? Without mobility, it is not possible. So I will cover a few automotive mega trends in today's automotive industry. I am sure you will be excited with that. And then the most important portion for all of you in terms of how to move from campus to corporate. I am sure you want to really know, right? Because you are in the campus, but how to move from campus to corporate. So what do we look at, or what do we expect from the students coming out of the campus? So this is what I am going to cover additionally during today's session. So ready for this? Very good. Maybe you can put it in the slideshow. Below. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. It's working. Okay, so just to give you a brief about our company, Forvia, where I am the managing director right now. So ours is a French-based multinational. It's a French company. Now it's obviously global. We have 6 different business groups, as you can see. We are 27 billion euro overall. So we are the world's 7th largest automotive tier 1 company. And we are having close to 150,000 employees. And as you can see, we are present in around 40 countries overall. So this is how we are placed overall around the globe. So we are having operations across the world in US, North America, China, of course India, Korea, everywhere we are having our presence. What do we do exactly? I will show you. So first, our mission. So as I mentioned, since mobility is very important, so we are into the mobility business. So we are into passenger cars, into commercial vehicles, into off-road, and so on and so forth. So this is what we are into. And as you can see, our mission is we pioneer technology for mobility experiences that matter to people. So this is what is our mission. Okay. Going forward, so 2022, we were around 18 billion euros, and there was another company close to 8-9 billion euros called Hella. So these two companies came together around 2022, which formed a global giant called Forvia. So Foresia and Hella, together we became Forvia in 2022. Now, what do we do exactly? So obviously the point is, what does this company do? So our company is into 6 different business groups. So first business group, as you can see, our number 1 is into seating. So we are world leader into seating, and almost 31% of our business is coming from seating. Then we are doing the car interiors. So interior, I'm going to speak a lot when we are going to go forward and discuss, because in terms of the interior today, you will see more and more technological advancements coming every vehicle, what we are seeing. Then clean mobility. So clean mobility is the exhaust side of it. So this is the hot ends and the cold ends and so on, where we are using for the purification of the emission gases. Electronics, again, most important one in today's world, all the electronics in the vehicle, what you are seeing. Lighting and life cycle solution, which is aftermarket. So this is what I mentioned to you right now. These are our 6 different business groups, and the purely blue, they were coming from the Foresia side, and the gray ones were coming from the Hella side. So this is how the two companies merged together to form a bigger company called Forvia. Sorry. So how we are placed in India. Now I'll bringing down to India. So how we are having 10 manufacturing facilities. So up in the north, Manesar, Gurgaon area. Then we are in the west with Sanand and so on and so forth. We are in Pune. Obviously, Chakan, we have a strong foothold. Our headquarter of India is in Pune. So it is in Pimpri Chinchwad. So we are headquartered here in Pimpri Chinchwad, which is just behind YCM hospital. We have a big building over there. And also in Hinjewadi, we have electronics tech center, which we recently opened last year. We are having plants in Bangalore, in Chennai, and south of India also. We are pretty covering with all the customers in our portfolio. So in India, almost each customer is served by Forvia. So we are supplying to everybody in India. Okay, so now enough about Forvia. Now let's move to the topic which I mentioned to you. Topic number 2. So just to give you some statistics, I don't know how many people of you know. You must be obviously Gen Z. So you are reading the news, you are reading your Instagram, your WhatsApp and so on. But India is the fastest growing economy. You are aware? Yes, you are aware. But the problem is our number of car penetration per 1,000 people is very low. It is only 32 cars per 1,000 people. Okay, in developed countries, it runs into hundreds, 300, 400 and so on. So this gives you the idea how much scope is there in our country. So we are very low today in terms of the car penetration when it comes to automotive. We are world's number 1 tractor producer. Okay, as you can see on the screen. 7% of the GDP is contributed by the manufacturing sector. So manufacturing sector is one of the strongest, and 7% of India's GDP is coming from there. And we are again 4th largest producer of light vehicles. So obviously all of us know. So this is all related to mobility. Now how the market is going to grow, because this is what is the future, right? So we are talking about the future right now, how the market is going to grow. So this graph is not complex, it is very simple. I'll tell you how to read it. So the blue is Maruti Suzuki. In India, the leader, vehicle manufacturing leader, right? In India, Taskar leader is Maruti Suzuki. So Maruti Suzuki will continue to dominate the market even through 2030, followed by Hyundai and Kia, followed by Tata, Mahindra and Toyota. So these are the top 5 automotive car manufacturers in India. So this is how it is placed, and in the near future also 2, 3, 4 right now, I don't know how many people of you have seen, but right now Mahindra is coming super strong. Have you seen that? Mahindra is coming with lot of vehicles, Thar Rocks, XUV, 3XO, 700 and many more. They are going to launch 8 new models in the next 3 years. So Mahindra is going super strong, and they are posing a challenge right now to these 2 players, where Hyundai, Kia and Tata. But this is the competition in India. And in this space of competition, we have Volkswagen, we have Renault Nissan, we have MG. You know, so many players are there trying to make their foothold. Some of the players even could not succeed. So General Motors, you know, Chevrolet, they had to leave India. Last 3, 4 years back, some of the automotive player left from Chennai. Ford, very good. So Ford left India. Now they are thinking, we left India, can we re-enter? Actually, it's a big market. So this is how the fight is on. Honda, again Honda is there, but small presence. So Honda is now thinking how we can improve the presence or increase the presence in India. So this is just a graph to tell you, what I wanted to tell you is, over here, this is the vehicle growth. So this is 54 lakhs, 5.4 million, which is going to grow to 74 million. Okay, 7.4 million, 74 lakhs. This is the number what we are expecting. So there is a huge growth which is poised to come in the automotive market in India. Okay. So now I will cover some mega trends for you because this is the most interesting portion, and I don't even mind if some of you want to say something in between or even make it interactive, but these are some of the mega trends which I want to cover through my presentation. First mega trend is electrification. So everywhere you see government is pushing electrification, electric two-wheelers, electric three-wheelers, then electric four-wheelers. Okay, there are several areas of research what is going on. Hydrogen, have you heard about hydrogen? There is a research which is going on. LNG, okay, CNG is already there in India, but along with that LNG also, that is also being explored. So electrification is on the rise globally as well as in India, but the pace is different, right? Pace is different. India is slow in terms of adopting the electrification. China is the fastest. They have reached 50% electrification, but we are at, if you ask me for passenger car, we are today at 2%. So this much gap is there in terms of the electrification when it comes to India. This number is supposed to reach around 10 to 15% by 2030. So India will still be slow in terms of electrification, but you will keep on seeing the launches. Any recent launch, anybody remembers what was the electric passenger car recent launch? MG, M9, Harrier EV, BYD, okay, Mahindra, BE6, 9E. So you are seeing lot of vehicles coming in the market in electric. So this field is open, and you will see a lot of vehicles coming in the market also in the future. Karen's Clavis EV, right? So that also bookings open. So this is what is terms of electrification. I already mentioned, but there is one more aspect, or there is one Toyota which is not looking at electrification. What is Toyota looking at? Hybrid, right? And here there is not a level playing field, because here the government is taxing hybrids at almost 44% versus EV is as good as nothing. So here, in spite of that, Toyota kind of company, they are banking on hybrids. Toyota, Suzuki also together banking on hybrids, but the future will tell all of us what is going to happen. Okay. Now, when you get into the car, okay, the old cars, previous version cars, I don't know if you remember Alto, 800, Desire, Swift, of the earlier times, obviously, and so on and so forth. What picture does it put in front of you immediately when you think of it? Maybe privileged to have a small tape recorder at that time, and that's it. That's your vehicle. Yeah, I have a tape recorder in my vehicle. I remember I had a WagonR at that time, and the tape recorder also used to remove and take it at home because somebody should not steal it, you know. So at that kind of situation. Today it's all digital. Mobile phones moved, right? Button phone to everybody has a touch screen. Android, Apple, everybody is having. So similarly, when we are talking of software defined vehicles, now in today's world, what is playing a most important part is software defined vehicles. This is what is the most important thing today. And by saying software defined vehicles, I want to remind you what are those things which are coming. So ADAS, many people must have seen ADAS in some of the vehicles, right? Automatic emergency braking, in terms of lane assist, in terms of blind spot monitoring, so on and so forth. So it is increasing. Day by day it is increasing. CarPlay is there. Interactive, you have the touch screen. You know, you have the maps and so on. Earlier, where there were maps inside the car, there were no maps. So this is coming in terms of the software defined vehicles, how we are going forward. Okay. Autonomous driving, which company is the pioneer? Okay, you all know the answer. So autonomous driving and the memes around it, whether autonomous driving will work in India or not. So Tesla is the pioneer in terms of autonomous driving. They have recently, 1 week, 10 days ago, they have launched their first vehicle in India. And Tesla is, and not only Tesla, but others also are trying to make the revolution in terms of going into the autonomous vehicle side. So in terms of this, the future, the future when it comes to autonomous vehicle and so on, what will we do when you guys sit in the car if it's an autonomous vehicle? Play on your phone? You'll imagine imagine somebody of you is the Ambanis of the future. What he or she is going to do in the car? Sit and relax? No? Why? Every minute is important. So you'll have a meeting, right? So the future is the cars which will be there, such kind of cars, they will have rotatable seats. So rear 2 seats, front 2 seats can rotate and you can have a meeting inside with a speaker and a Teams meeting. How many people know Microsoft Teams? Everybody knows. So you can have a Microsoft Teams meeting. You have a big screen in between and you have a Microsoft Teams meeting. We have already introduced Microsoft Teams in our display. By the way, we are making the display so we can have actually a Microsoft Teams meeting while on the go. So you can just imagine that rotatable seat and then all 4 people facing towards each other and then you can have a meeting. It's the future. It's coming. Okay. So here if you see really, so self-driven vehicles I have mentioned, level 5 autonomy. So how it is working, this is how I have mentioned. I have put it very briefly so that it is not too much in detail and it is good to you for reading for yourself. Okay. Next important one today, all the companies are driving is sustainability. And everywhere you must be reading sustainability, everywhere, sustainable materials, don't use single-use plastic, reuse, and this is very common what you see. So this is not only for us, but also for the automotive industry in general. So if you see over here, carbon neutrality is the prime focus of automotive industry. And not only that, this gives birth to sustainable materials. So how they are made, I have put a photo over there. Okay, I have mentioned natural fibers, all those things, so foam seats and so on. So this is what we are working on right now, which also helps in lightweighting. Lightweighting means less fuel consumption and also at the same time sustainable materials usage. So here if we see really, even now the manufacturers are going to the level of steel. So the steel also has to be green steel. So it has to be made via using hydrogen and so on. So this is how we are reaching right now. So this is in terms of the sustainable materials. Topic I think you guys know better than us in terms of AI and machine learning. This is the next generation wherein AI and machine learning is very much known to all of you, but this is being used more and more by the automotive industry. So this is helping us turn around the time faster. So I was last week in a session with Mahindra & Mahindra CEO. So at that time they gave us a benchmark. They said earlier Mahindra used to launch a vehicle from drawing board to actually on the road. It used to take 41 months. Last vehicle they have done in 38 months. The next one they are aiming, they have given us a target to all of the suppliers that they have to finish within 31 months. But the benchmark is China. In China, the turnaround from drawing board to the actual vehicle on the road is 21 months. So in 21 months, concept to actual. This is how it is moving in terms of China. So we are far away. And they had showcased a series of China vehicles, BYD, Xfeng, Xiaomi, and so on and so forth. They are far ahead, far ahead. So we have much more technological advancements to see at a much cheaper price. So this gives probably all of you the confidence that there is a lot of work to be done in the automotive industry going forward. In the design, in terms of such new technologies and so on, there is a lots and lots of work which is going to be done. So it's an exciting time ahead. So here you can see use cases. In our manufacturing also we are using already. So our machines which are there are connected machines. We are getting all the data of manufacturing. We are having predictive maintenance already. So all what you can see already is the use cases in manufacturing industry are already there. So if you see cobots, vision systems, supply chain, the entire supply chain today is monitored through software. So we know exactly when the material is starting, when it will be reaching which port, when it will come to our factory. So we are able to reduce the lead time and control the inventory. Okay, so IoT. So IoT I touched upon already earlier. IoT is Internet of Things, right? All of you know. 5G has brought this revolution very fast in terms of IoT, wherein you see the usage of IoT is very high. So everything is connected. You have seen simple thing. You have seen the dash cams in the vehicles. You have seen. So the dash cams are directly recording at the same time they are having SIM card now. So with the SIM card you are able to access it anywhere without taking out the SD card of the dash cam, then inserting in your computer. We don't have time. So you can directly go to your mobile, you can check, you can lock, you can geofence your vehicle. All these things are already there. So this is all because of Internet of Things, because so much data flow is there that the previous versions of technologies are not able to handle it. So this is what is in terms of the IoT. Safety standards are increasing. Everybody is looking at. So nowadays, India has started its own safety testing norm. You remember which one? BNCAP, right? So we are now doing the Bharat NCAP. Absolutely right answer. So Bharat NCAP ratings. Earlier it used to be global NCAP ratings. Now it is Bharat NCAP ratings what we are doing. And companies are striving very hard in order to see that how can we score 5-star rating. So crash test when we are doing a 5-star rating, how we are able to score. So this is very important. Airbags are mandatory. So now it is no longer that airbags are optional. ABS is helping a lot because now all the big highways, Dehradun, Meerut, then your Samruddhi and so on and so forth. So all those highways which are becoming, so it is, the speed limits are increasing. We are going to 120 km/h. We'll be soon be catching to Europe and so on and so forth, where there is 200 kilometers and so on. And some highways in Germany I have traveled is no limit. So you can drive at whatever speed you want. But then, our vehicles have to, our tires have to be of that level. Road quality has to be of that level. So that brings safety standards in the forefront. Cameras, sensors, instrument clusters and so on. Okay, so summary. I wanted to close this topic on a summary and then move to the topic which probably could be the next one exciting, which is the campus to corporate, right? So to close this one, so I have put very clearly over here, India is positioned as the 4th largest producer of Taskar right now. We are becoming a hub for export for several countries. So hundreds of countries we are exporting vehicles today. Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai, Volkswagen, Renault, Nissan. Take any manufacturer, they are having a lot of Kia, lot of exports which are there. EV adoption is fast in terms of 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler is catching up. We are seeing the technological advancement at never seen before pace right now. Of course, lot of options are going to come. So we have electric, we have hybrid, then there is semi-hybrid, plug-in hybrid. We are going to see flex fuel, and government is pushing many more. And what I would end of this part of the automotive one is, this is just the beginning of a never seen before journey. Because when you are going to see really in terms of what is coming in the future, it's like, oh wow. I was reading some days ago just an advertisement of on Insta from I think it was from Lenskart or Titan, I don't remember, but you have spectacles which has inbuilt Bluetooth. You have read somewhere? I don't know if somebody is already using it, but I read it that it has inbuilt Bluetooth, and you can just, your phone is connected. If you speak also, it will capture and the person will hear. So after some days we will think of are crazy people talking without nobody in front of them, but no, they are talking on their Bluetooth through their spectacles. So this will even further go, and this will even improve the technology. So no need to hold your phone. Already everybody has headphone, but now it is going even beyond. Great. So now I'll show you some interesting picture. It reminds you something, tells you something. Yes? So this is the jump you all have to make while moving from campus to corporate, right? So why I am telling this or going to tell you today is specifically because there is a today, you like it or not, but there is a very big difference between academics and the corporates. So that is why I am covering this today. So differences, I just put the key differences. You can read it for yourself. It's good enough font to read. No small fonts I have not used. So you guys all can read it. So just see. What happens is here you are having learning, and I really appreciate this kind of things which Balaji University is doing in order to connect the students. Lot of other activities, hackathons and so on, which happen, which brings you closer to the industry. But here you are doing learning while earning. Okay, this is the major difference. This is the most important place to create your foundation. So here you are today, most important place to create your foundation, but there you build your career and the future. This is what is the corporate life. Students enjoy more freedom over here. So you enjoy, right? No, you don't enjoy. Okay, this is a debatable topic. Because you are here on a Saturday, that is why you are saying no. Okay. So, but their employees, it is when you are an employee in a corporate, then it changes. It is completely different. It is no longer. So I can tell you that this is really still enjoyment. You come to the other side of the table, you will find a much different situation. Exams are the qualifying criteria over here, but their evaluation is done through your daily work. Every day, you are being judged every day there is a new challenge, new topic which is coming. Here practical is probably 25%. It may be different college to college, but I don't know. But here practical is 25%. There every day is practical. No theory. It is only practical. And your study is not affecting others. It is affecting you. There you are highly interconnected. If you don't deliver, the entire ecosystem is affected. Just few differences for you to understand. Okay, so again, I am not going to read through, but during the transition phase, this is what happens. This is what we have seen during the transition phase. So there is a lot of anxiety, there is managing new expectation, meeting the goals. So all these topics, when they come to your table, you are obviously, how am I going to do? This is going to be super difficult in order to make this happen, and so on and so forth. And then 6H models, what is on the last sentence, that is very important. So there, human values, honesty, hard work, health, humility, everything. And there we see the people who are coming in. Because we have one thing which is there, which all of you should know, is there are plenty of people available in the country of India. Plenty. So if you want to make the cut, you have to be the best. This is a competition. So it is very clear that if you have to be the best, not only here, but when you are inside the company, you cannot relax even for one day. So you have to strive every single day to take the challenge which is coming your way, or even grab the challenges which are not coming your way. So that is why hunger is very important when you are in a corporate life. Okay, I don't know if you are able to read this, so I will help you on this. So, do you know, this is the point over here, where today the MNCs which are coming to India, they are finding only 25% people roughly are suitable for taking up the jobs in the industry. So I'm not scaring you, but this is reality of today. And NASSCOM also itself has stated that each year over 3 million graduates, postgraduates are added to the workforce. So you can imagine the competition which is there. This hall also you see how much competition is there amongst all of you. So this is the gap. So high quality college education is the gap, and all of you are fortunate, you are in the right place, in the right college doing this course. So you should make the best use of it, because then this will open up for you the right entry. And let me tell you, the best way to enter a good corporate is through campus. I have myself entered through campus. Actually, professor had told me you tell your own story as well. I did not start with my story. I will do it at the end in brief. But the best way is to enter through campus. Okay. So last one is 53% of employed youth suffer from some degree of skill deprivation. So you feel that you are deprived of some skill. For this, I have a specific advice for all of you. So whatever domain you are there, whatever specialization you are doing, whatever field of expertise you are doing, MBA in marketing, operations, business management, and so on and so forth, you will always have to supplement it with some additional courses available on the market which will help you to be one step forward. So let's imagine if you are doing a technical degree course in mechanical engineering. Example, I am just quoting an example. But today's trend is what? Today's trend, what we saw is AI and machine learning. So you imagine you are there for an interview, at the same time there are two more candidates, same level, same college, but those two guys have come with a course with AI and ML. They will definitely have an added advantage. College will not tell you this. So you have to do it yourself. You are learned, educated, in order to take these decisions for yourself. This is a very important piece of advice. Note it. You have to do some extra course in order to have that extra edge when you are entering the corporate. So this will help you a lot in your career. Okay, what is the circle of concern? So I just wanted to tell you this. So this is the problem. Actually, this is fault of industries as well. This is our fault as well, that industries are having seldom interaction directly with the colleges. Very few curriculum are designed directly with the help of the industries. So today our gap in terms of curriculum and the pace with which industry is going forward is, there is a gap today. So this is what is the problem. So updation of knowledge and changing environment and the market is not, the information is not coming to the college. So this is the industry problem as well as the academic problem also, that we are not interacting that much in order to bring it to this level. So as a outcome, the academics is less conversant actually with practical knowledge. This is what is the problem. And obviously there needs a lot of case studies. So if you guys are having some links in terms of, many times there are relatives, there are friends, there are people who are from industry and so on. So if you are able to get an opportunity, not only to work, but just to learn from some industries before you graduate, take this opportunity. It will be good for you. So this is proactive focus. So, what I was mentioning earlier. So we need more case studies. Industries have to help, but this will take time. And interaction with the students have to increase. So the college also has to increase more of these kind of interactions, engaging the industries to come forward, having industry visits. But generally what happens is industry visits are more taken as picnics. So people go, they come back, but to understand is very important through these industry visits, how they are functioning and so on. Okay, so this is what? So this is the industry, this is academics, and this is what the industry has to do really. And this is what is you have to come to this side now, from campus to corporate. So I will not go through this. So this is for industries, for institutes, and for students. So, one important thing is change the belief that degree will get me a job. So just having a degree in your hand may even get you a job, but not to the one you have invested for and expected for. So that is why the previous advice I gave you turns very important. Okay, so formula for success, you can read for yourself. So where do you need to start? Right? Always. Without that, if in today also, if in this auditorium, if there are people sitting who are thinking that my father and mother is going to decide for me after 3 years, it's not going to work. This is the next generation. You are the next gen, right? So you have to decide for yourself what you. So you need to have a goal. Doesn't matter whatever it is, but write down a goal. Today, when you go back home in your respective diary, write down a goal. What do you want to do? Write it down. It will be beneficial for you as you will always, you have to always see that. Or you will have a study table. Now put it over there. This is my goal. Then you define a strategy around that goal. Because what I told you is you need to do some extra courses, extracurricular activities, and so on and so forth in order to catch up. So when you define a goal, then it becomes, okay, what strategy do I take? Action. Based on your strategy, you will do the action, and your action will bring you nothing but the result. Simple. Okay, so now last 3-4 slides which will tell you very simple questions which get asked. Generally when corporates are interviewing, so we don't ask too many technical questions. Generally people are thinking, no, there will be too much technical, there will be very much difficult question and answer session which will go when I go for an interview. No, it's not the case. Very, very simple things are asked, but many times people are failing to answer. Tell me about yourself is the first question. Always tell me about yourself. This is how it starts. So you need to have a ready-made answer in your mind what you are going to speak. Because I am doing so many interviews, I see people fumble on the first question itself. On tell me about yourself. What all things have to be told has to be, you need to know. Again, why did you choose your particular field? Obvious question, right? Anybody will ask this question. Why do you choose the particular field? Many people don't know. And they start, this is this, this is that, and then the interviewer starts grilling you in terms of this. So I've just put few questions. I'm not going to read everything on this. These are a little bit next level. What do you look for in a job? What are your long-term career objectives? Why should we offer you this position? I'm seeing some people smiling, madam also smiling, but these are very obvious questions actually, which will come. It seems, what is this here, what questions? But these are the questions which are asked. They will be asked to you and you will have to answer, because at the time of entry, these kind of questions will be asked. So what employers want in new hire? Simple, this is it. This is what the corporates are expecting. Communication skills. So good communication skill. If some of you, I don't want to get into the language war, by the way. I don't belong to any party. So good communication skill calls for good English. Fluent English. Simple and fluent English is okay. But you need to be fluent in your communication skill. This is what makes the first impression. You like it or not, but this is where. So if we have learnt in a vernacular medium and coming to college and so on, many times we have that feeling that our English is not good. So please do the spoken English. This is very important. Other than anything else, first thing which is important, confidence. Be high on confidence. Not overconfident, but not too much. So it is not that you are too low on your confidence. Honesty. Interpersonal skills, analytical skills, flexibility, adaptability, and result driven. Okay, these are the few skills what are required for you. So before or maybe I will cover this one. So these are some of the points actually which I have mentioned, understanding the differences. So you need to understand the difference between academic and professional environment, developing the soft skills, result oriented mindset. Communication, teamwork, ethical behavior, learning to adapting to changes or challenges. So for this, you need to understand the shift from learning to doing, from individual to team player, okay, from freedom to structure, from theoretical to practical. Very simple things, but very important. Soft skills, communication, time management, teamwork, problem solving, adaptability, interpersonal skills. These are all the soft skills which are required for you day in, day out when you are part of a corporate organization. Technical skills. Obviously, you are doing some technical course, you are going through your MBA, you are going there. So you have the technical skill already with you. Only thing is you have to put it in application. That's the only thing. But this, I believe, is easier for all of you. And proficiency in tools. So many times there are CAD engineers, designers, and so on. So you need to have proficiency in your tools. Corporate mindset. So I think we discussed enough about it regarding the corporate mindset already related to professionalism and so on and so forth. Networking is going to be a very important part of your life later on. And then obviously positive attitude is what will help you a lot go forward in your organization. Seeking support, so you need to ask for support in your company in terms of mentorship, in terms of training programs, networking events, and so on and so forth. That's it, what I had prepared for you. With this, I will probably give you a small brief actually about my journey. So I had entered also through campus in a company called as John Deere. So John Deere tractors, probably known to you, that was a startup at that particular point of time after doing my engineering. And this was a starting point of my career for entering through campus. I was in Siangad College, and at that time there was very less amount of campus drives which used to happen. It was new at that time, very new. So out of our total batch of 126 or 125 students, three of us were selected. So in these three, we had qualified a written test, okay, a group discussion. So group discussion was new. At that time, group discussion was pretty new. But I am talking of 2000 at that time, 2000 year. So group discussion was new, and I was also not very well versed with it, but I had practiced a little bit. And then there was a personal interview. And personal interview, I can still recollect the questions what I have shown you. There was same kind of questions. So from there, then I have worked 5 years into different functions, but mainly purchasing related. Then I moved to another company in Hinjewadi called Norbremse. This is into braking systems. For 4.5 years, again, I was heading global sourcing. And then I joined Forvia in 2009. So from 2009, I am with Forvia till now, till 2025. Here I started when there was zero sales, and I was the second employee of the company. Today, my entity is doing 1,000 crore sales. And I was a buyer in that company. Okay. From buyer today, thank you. So I was buyer, then I moved to program purchasing head, then I moved to purchasing director, then I became plant manager, then I have become sales and marketing head, then I became commercial vehicles business head, and finally I became the managing director. So this has been the ladder in my journey, to be in brief. So opportunities kept coming my way, and opportunities have helped me to come up to this level. So I wish you all the success for all of you. I hope it helped. I know it was a bit longer, but I hope it really helped all of you in terms of gaining some knowledge around this. I'll be happy to take few questions if you have, if the time permits for the college.
Now the house is open for questions.
Yes, please. Good morning. Thank you, Aniket. So, even though whatever you are saying, na, work from home has increased after COVID and so on and so forth, but if we just look at the road today and look at the traffic, what does it tell us? The traffic is increasing every day. So, even though part of the people, okay, the IT sector mainly, who is probably they are doing hybrid, work from home and so on and so forth, but there are most of the sectors which cannot afford this. So manufacturing sector, you cannot do work from home. So in our industry, automotive industry, you cannot do work from home. Offices also for us it is 100% attendance. Factory also it is 100% attendance. Services sector, what you will do? Now I'll tell you the contrary impact of that. More and more people you are saying are ordering on Amazons and so on. You see how many people are rushing for the deliveries. So it is increasing. You see how many warehouses are coming up new because there has to be nearest point for delivery. There is a fight. Earlier it used to be 30 minutes delivery. Then it becomes 10 minutes delivery. God knows, somebody will say 1 minute delivery after some time. So the warehouse will be in our society to deliver the product. So this will increase actually. It is not at all a threat to automotive.
Okay, sir. And sir, in interview, I have seen the communication, first communication skills, and then the third point is confidence, honesty. So third point is honesty, but sometimes you can't be honest in interview.
It is actually, I will tell you, this is probably inspired by the Three Idiots. You know, you have seen that movie.
Yes, sir.
So in one of my organization only, an interview, one of the guys had come for a tooling and equipment position. And when the guy came, I asked him 1 or 2 questions, and he said, "Sir, I don't know." Second question only, I don't know all this. But if you give me an opportunity, this may not hold true in 99% of the cases, by the way, I can tell you. But if you give me an opportunity, I will really strive hard and I will make sure I will meet all the expectations of the company. He had the basic knowledge, but when next level asked, he was not aware. I took him. Today this guy is based in Forvia, France. He already moved out of India. He has taken a senior position. I can also name the guy. You can search for yourself. His name is Devidas Daundkar. So I hired him 5-6 years ago. He moved up so fast, but this was a matter of an opportunity. So he got the opportunity. He did a good job in India. He is placed in France and he is working in our hydrogen solutions system over there. So honesty will always pay you back. So you may feel that, okay, we cannot be honest and so on, but the interviewer is 25 years, 30 years experience. So it is always good to be honest. What you know, you tell. What you don't know, you say, sorry sir, but this part I am not aware of.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
Any other
Good
question?
morning, sir. I have
Good
a
morning.
question. Sir, I am from UG schools. So, sir, we are seeing right now, like with the implementation of AI ML, there are a loss of jobs in all over. Like I was recently speaking to one of the industry experts on the automobile industry only. So he was telling that he lost the job, and in the field of embedded systems, like where the core things in the automobile industries are happening. So he said he just recently lost the job because he is not able to upskill himself. So what do you think, like in the automotive industry, where it is going when AI and ML is coming into force, and where the agentic AI new technologies are coming into force, and what do you think of the future of automobile industry and where AI will take it?
So this I already mentioned during my discussion. What you told is 100% correct. Automotive industry is rapidly adopting AI. Not only automotive, by the way, not only automotive. Since I am saying automotive because I am from automotive, but not only automotive, many of the industries are adopting AI very fast. Since your question is specifically, since your friend was from embedded systems and so on, this is absolutely true that the people who are not able to upscale themselves today to the next level, to go to, like for example, Gen AI is coming. You see, we are having programming team who is available today. So the people who are who are just running the models while sitting on the desktop and running the models. This is being run directly by AI. Nothing to do. So upscaling is very important today. As you rightly said, there is no substitute to this. We will have to keep looking for the next role. How can I contribute additionally? What skill can I adopt which will or which cannot be taken over easily by AI? And when it is purely software or purely coding part which is coming into picture, it is becoming a bit difficult. So their next level is required in terms of upskilling yourself, taking over something else, doing some other role, asking for additional opportunity within the organization. We are also seeing this threat coming very, very fast. It is true, 100% true.
Sir, I have one more question. Sir, like we are seeing a lot of brands coming up in the industry, like when EV has come into being.
Yeah.
So, as a enthusiast in automobile industry, I was always wondered like I want to build my own brand in the automotive industry. So there are like big fives you already mentioned, like Mahindra is there, Tata Motors is there, Toyota is there, Maruti Suzuki is there, sir. So what can we do at a personal level if we want to build our own brand in automotive industry, and with the help of AI and ML, using agentic technology and using young workforce like us in UG schools, what we can do to build a brand where we can develop a product like a car only?
Best is to get into your own startup. So this is the only way you can build your own brand. You need to have the concept, idea and so on. Get into startup. Startup gets funding. Immediately startups are funded, but you need to have some brilliance in that. So startup is the right way to get into it and build your own brand. All the successful ones, not the old ones, not Tata Motors and Mahindras, but all the successful ones which are now coming, Olas and Ather and so on, this is how they have started. And the moment you show some sign of some invention, or not invention, innovation, immediately there is some or the other company sitting to fund you. Ather, for example. Ather is a very good example of a big success. Huh? So they are having Hero inside it who is contributing. The two guys over there, the owners, they are doing a fantastic job in terms of Ather. So to answer you in one word, it's the startup. You get into your own startup, and you will have to, obviously you will have to work very hard. You can make it your own brand.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I am from BITM Marketing 1. As a non-technical graduation background, what are the courses that we can do to ready for corporate?
There is no specific set of courses just to be ready for corporate. It is dependent on your field of expertise or your field of specialization. So which field you are specialized, it depends on that. Otherwise there could have been, if there was a list, I would have displayed on the screen right now. But I gave you an example of a mechanical engineer earlier, that if a mechanical engineer is there, he needs to learn AI/ML. But if you are non-technical, may not be the case. You see? So it depends on your specialization. You will have to select the particular field. So somebody is from finance background. It is always good to pursue company secretary, ICWA, if not CA, I am saying ICWA. All these are add-ons which help. Just to give you an example. Okay, for marketing specifically, if we see, I don't know a course which is there, but along with your MBA for marketing, if you are able to get some of the industry exposure somewhere, if your friend or if your somebody is there with some company or a small organization, if you are able to lead a practical, in terms of what you say, like let's say some of your friends or somebody is there having a organization or a company. So there you can actually lead the practical demo in terms of how the selling is done, how the strategy is made, and so on and so forth. If any course is related to any strategy in terms of marketing, so that you can take. But you will have to look for some strategy related topics in marketing.
Good morning, sir.
This was the last question due to
Sir.
limited time.
Yeah, I will take the Last one we can take and then we can close.
Good morning, sir. My name is Anvesha. I'm from BITM Marketing. So I had a question that in the Indian EV market, so the Indian companies are coming up with new other products, and I read somewhere in the article that in the Japanese market companies, there will be like more penetration in the Indian market as well. So how will be the challenges coming up to the Indian manufacturers in terms of the EV market? So what is your like view on this?
You are saying because of the Japanese?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
In the coming future.
Actually, on the contrary, Japanese are behind right now. It will be surprising for you. But what happens now? Japanese are very systematic.
Yes, sir.
So everything runs very systematically. So what has happened? Japan has stayed there only. So Japan takes longer time because they are very systematic. They go step by step and so on and so forth. But the other countries, the Western countries or especially Eastern, China and so on, they have moved on so fast that now Japan is falling behind. So it's rather the contrary that Japan could cause a threat. In fact, Japan has a threat. If they don't adapt to the Eastern side of way of working, it's rather a threat if you see the numbers. It's
Thank you,
opposite.
Sir, like previously also I had asked you a question regarding the sustainability on the interior parts of the luxury car like models. So in the use of carbon fibers, sir, did you come up with anything else, sir?
In terms of materials you are saying,
Yes,
but I
sir.
showed a lot of
Sustainability.
materials on the screen
Sir,
earlier.
I'm talking about the luxury and sports car segment.
Oh no. Luxury, this was in the A hall, right?
Yes.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So carbon fiber today is the solution which is being used, but as far as my knowledge goes, so far nothing has been taken further because this is lightweight. This is kind of toughest what you see.
Yes, it's the most hardest. I
It's
know.
the hardest.
Yeah.
So and these cars are built for a specific purpose. So they are using only carbon fiber. Even our hydrogen tanks are built with carbon fiber right now because they are going up to a pressure of 700 bar.
I'm aware of that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
May I invite Dr. Nikita Bandari ma'am, Senior Assistant Professor, BITM, Sri Balaji University, Pune, to felicitate our guest of honor with a token of appreciation.
Thank you, sir. May I now call upon our student manager, Gaurav Das, to put forward the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Atharva and Gloria. Good morning, everyone. I, Gaurav Kumar Das, Student Manager at Balaji Institute of Technology and Management, Sri Balaji University, Pune, am truly honored to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Kedar Taskar, for gracing our university. Allow me to underscore the salient insights distilled from this enlightening session. Sir has educated us about the automotive industry, the cruciality our nation holds in the industry, and the future potential for the industry we all can benefit from. Moving on, Sir has provided us with the insights the corporate world, the requirement of the corporate world, and the contribution we all can make towards our bright future in the same and many more. Let this be the catalyst for future ventures. With deep gratitude, we celebrate the success of today's session, knowing that the inspiring and motivating thoughts will resonate in our endeavors, propelling us towards new heights. We are grateful for your generosity in sharing your time and expertise with us today. Wishing everyone a great day ahead.
With these words, we would like to conclude